or welcome back to Penny's 2 Cents. It's your girl Penny, and this is my awesome dad,
George.
Dad, what we having for dinner today?
Awesome ribs.
Awesome ribs, Dad said. Homemade ribs, Crockpot ribs. It's the first time I ever made them, guys. I'm going to show them real quick to you, okay? That's how they turned out. Now you're wondering, why is it like that brown color? We're using dinosaur barbecue sauce. It's Hot Honey Gold. Spaceman sent this to us, and we wanted to use it on something, and I've been craving ribs, so that's what we're doing today, okay? We actually got some vegetables today, guys. We got some green beans here. I'll tell you exactly what those are. And we got some mashed potatoes. I got a little help from Bob Evans, okay? The grocery store mashed potatoes. But I got a video on how I prepared these ribs, guys. How I seasoned them up and put them in the crock pot. So please watch that. And then following that, me and Dad's going to taste test this. I am going to get Dad's stuff all set up here so it's easy for him to eat, okay? So please watch that video on how I prepared these ribs. Okay, guys, I don't know if you can see it or not. It's pretty dark outside still, so I'm not totally awake. So forgive me on that. But I'm going to show you how I am going to make these crock pot ribs, okay? I have been craving some ribs, but I refuse to pay $20 plus, over $20 at a restaurant for one dinner of ribs. And sometimes it's only like half a rack, okay? So I decided to do crock pot ribs. I have never made crock pot ribs. We're going to see if I can pull it off today, okay? I did a little research, saw how some other people are doing them, but I'm putting my own spin on it, okay? So anyway, I wanted to show you these ribs before I take them over to the sink, and I'm not going to wash them, but take them over to the sink and cut them open. I got these at Walmart, and I just ripped the price tag, $13.10. Okay, guys. Oh, no. It was actually reduced, okay? $11.97 for a full rack of ribs. Okay, this is at Walmart. This is actually Tyson pork, extra meaty baby back ribs, guys. How many pounds is this? This is 3 1/3 pounds. Okay, $11.97. Okay, that's how much I spent with this. I'm gonna cut this in half. It's definitely 2 whole meals. Probably about 4 meals, but that's how much I'm saving. I'm gonna attempt this at home. Okay, I got my crock pot plugged in back there. I'm gonna do low and slow for the first few hours. Then I might bump it up, but that's where I'm starting off at. I'll let you know like the total time and everything. But I wanted to show you kind of the base of what I'm doing here as well. Let me get this is my crock pot insert, guys. Yes, it's clean. It looks a little spotty, but it is clean, okay? I got 2 medium-sized onions I sliced up. Nothing perfect, guys. I'm putting these down in the bottom. This is going to hold my ribs off the bottom of my crock pot, okay? So I'm putting these onions at the bottom of the crock pot. Kind of making like an onion base, okay? To hold my ribs up. Get these all in there. Onions are just going to bring flavor. It's going to bring some aromatics to the party. Guys, I just put them layered, okay? Layered in there, that's it. Nothing spectacular. All right. And then I'm going to a little bit of water in here. I want my crock pots to stay nice and tender and not dry. Okay, so I'm going to put about a cup of water just in the bottom here on top of those onions. Okay, about a cup. And I'm setting this off to the side. Oh, no, one more thing. I got my garlic here. Guys, I love garlic and everything. So does Dad. So I am going to put 1 big heaping spoon. Okay, it's a bigger tablespoon. It's not a teaspoon. 1 heaping spoon. You're seeing that, guys. It's going right in on top of my onions. I'm going to kind of like move some around, but that's it. Okay? That is it. Spoon over here. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to open up these ribs. They look absolutely delicious. I don't know if they have that silver skin on here. If they do, I might attempt to try to take that off the back. And we're going to dry rub this, okay? So I'll be right back after I get that open. Is that going to fit in there? Yes, it is. Okay, I'm just going to do 2 halves. Okay. Thought about cutting it in 4s, but I'm going to do 2. Looks like the 2 will fit in there perfectly fine. Okay, I got a bowl here somewhere. There it is. I am going to make a dry rub. Let me go wash my hands, guys, and I'll be right back, and then I'm going to make a dry rub. Okay, let's make a dry rub, and then when they're almost all the way cooked, and then I'm going to put on some of this barbecue sauce that Spaceman sent us. It's dinosaur barbecue sauce. This is the one we already have open. He sent us 2 jars. I don't know how much I'm going to use, but I'm going to slather them down at the end. I'll tell you what time frames and stuff I'm doing that. But I just wanted you to see the dry rub and how I'm putting it in the crock pot and how it's going to slow cook in the crock pot, okay? And then the other stuff I'll just do off camera. But anyway, I want some brown sugar here. I'm not measuring anything, guys. I'm measuring with my heart. A couple tablespoons, maybe 3. I don't know. That's what I'm putting in this bowl. This is going to be our dry rub. Okay. Little seasoning salt, Lowry seasoning salt. You can just use plain salt here. I always use the seasoning salt. It's got different stuff in it. Paprika, garlic, onion, and salt. Okay. So I'm not going to go too heavy on the salt, because some of the seasonings I might have a little salt. Plus the sauce has some salt in it. I'm not going to go too heavy on the salt. I am going to go heavy on the black pepper though. Dad loves his black pepper. So I'm going to go pretty heavy on that. I don't know. a couple teaspoons. Sorry, a couple teaspoons. I don't know. I just threw it in there. I got some onion powder. I've had this for a while and it's pretty chunky, but trying to use it up. Yes, I've used it on top of like steamed stuff. You know what I mean? Like I've shaken it while had stuff boiling on the stove, so it gets a little caked up. It's still good, guys. It's still good. You just crunch it up and put it in there. Okay. Like I said, I'm just going to go crazy with my seasonings here. Let me get them all lined up. I got some chili powder. Why not? I don't know if you saw that. I just shook, I don't know, teaspoon in there. Ground cumin. Why not? Probably about a teaspoon. Maybe a little less. Cumin can be pretty strong. Garlic powder. I already got the garlic in that bottom, but I do want some garlic in my mix here. And smoked paprika. I love smoked paprika, so that's probably about almost a tablespoon of that. Yeah. Let's give this a mix. Chop up my brown sugar, got a little bit of chunks in it. I haven't even had my coffee yet. Haven't even had my coffee yet, and I'm like, whoa, dang. Okay, good enough with that. Now, I am just gonna season these up. I'm gonna do the underside first, right? I'm gonna do the underside first. Just shake a good amount here on the underside. about the other half for the tops. Okay, I'm just gonna do that little pat. Okay, and then I'm gonna flip her over. Same way. Do the other side. This side I'm coating really good, okay? Let me get this all on here. Get some on the sides if I can. And my heart's saying it needs more seasoning, guys. My heart is sitting here saying it needs more seasoning. But here's what I'm going to do. It's coated pretty good on both the top and bottom, okay? I'm going to stick them right on top of my onions and my water and my garlic in there. I'm kind of staggering them so they're not directly on top of each other, okay? I got to do something here. I wipe my hands off. You know when, I don't know if this happens to you guys or not, but when you're like putting something together and you're like, okay, I know I put seasoning in there, but I really want it to have some really good flavor, right? I'm going to show you how I put these in here really quick. I staggered them, one's towards the front, one's towards the back. I didn't put them straight on top, okay? Okay. I'm sorry, but my heart is telling me to do a little more, okay? So I'm just going to do black pepper on top here, just on top. A little more seasoning salt. I'm just following my heart here, guys. It's telling me, hey, you need to put a little bit more on there. So
7:26 a.m. 6 notifications.
right. I'm gonna leave out the cumin and the chili. I think those two are pretty strong in flavor. Garlic powder. I am gonna do a little bit more garlic powder on here, just right directly on the top. And a little more smoked paprika. Right or wrong, that's what I'm doing, guys. That is what I'm doing. Something just told me, hey, you need more seasoning. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. Okay, guys. I believe it's on low. This is going to take 6 to 8 hours. Okay? On high, I think 4 to 6 hours. This is what I'm shooting for, guys. I'm shooting for low because I'm going to do low and slow, okay? And then I want to catch them to where they're almost fall off the bone, but not quite, okay? I want to catch them at the cooking process where I can still maybe take some tongs or whatever, get these out, put them on the cookie sheet, and slather them with that sauce, that barbecue sauce, and put them on broil for a little bit to get it that bubbly, that gooey, that saucy thing that you get at a lot of really good barbecue places. That's what I'm shooting for. If for some reason I don't catch them before they fall off the bone, then I guess I'm just going to slather some barbecue sauce on here, put the lid back on, and just leave it in the crock pot, okay? I'll let you know what the time frames and what I get accomplished with it, but that's what's happening. And man, it smells all good already. So let me get this in the crock pot, get her going, and Dad and I will be back to taste test these. I am so excited. We'll get some other things to eat with it. So stay tuned for that. And I also wanted to say really quick, I forgot the day. This Sunday, what was this Sunday? The 6th? Oh, what is it? Hey Google, what's this Sunday?
According to Wikipedia, Sunday is the day of the week between Saturday and Monday. Sunday is a day of rest in most Western countries and a part of the weekend.
Hey Google, stop.
To find out more, look for the link in your Google Home or Google.
Hey Google, what's the date this Sunday? And Google doesn't like listening to me, guys. Hey Google, what's the date this Sunday?
It's Sunday, April 6th,
Okay,
2025.
the 6th. Okay, the 6th, guys. We're having a live foodie chat. We do it the first Sunday of every month. So mark your calendars. The first Sunday of every month, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do it for about an hour. Sometimes we go a little over an hour. But anyway, guys, come on. Me and Dad will be on and off because he can't sit here for an hour, right? But Dad and I will be on it. Well, Dad will be on and off. I'll be on the whole time. Just chit-chatting. You guys got questions for us? I might have questions for you. And we're just to have a good time. Talk about some of the really good things we ate this week or this month or whatever. Talk about some of the funny videos that you watched me and Dad do or had a good laugh on. Or just talk about life in general, you know. So anyway, come join our Penny Pinchers crew, our community. They are all great. We love them like family. Come join us and watch us chit chat and just see what me and Dad are. We'll be chit chatting, okay? So please join us. Lost track here. April 6th, I think it was the first Sunday of every month. Just mark that on your calendar. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so mark that on your calendar. We have been staying on that schedule pretty good. Okay, so thank you so much. Okay, guys, this smells absolutely amazing. We smelled it cooking in the crock pot. I wanted to tell you, I went approximately 6 hours on low. I got a little impatient at the end and bumped the heat up. But go 6 hours on low on these ribs, and I think you'll be perfectly fine. I've kind of dug into it now. Maybe you could see it on the side of this rib. You can see the bones hanging out. When the bones start pulling away from the meat, or the meat starts pulling away from the bones. See the bones right here, guys? That you know they're pretty much done, right? I took a fork to them and I tested them and they were tender, okay? So I put them out on my cookie sheet and I turned on the broil, okay? And I put our barbecue sauce. I just slathered it all across the top, okay? I put it in there, broil a couple, 3 minutes just to get it a little char, that little gooiness to soak in that barbecue sauce. Okay, so let's let Dad get started and I'll talk some more, of course. So Dad has mashed potatoes in his bowl here. We just thought that would be easier, right? And the pork on top, right? Yeah. Okay, and then the green beans. I wanted to show you the green beans, guys. It's Green Giant restaurant style garlic parmesan green beans. I wanted to try these out. They're in the freezer section, okay, of your grocery store. If you haven't tried those, we'll let you know how good those are. But I did it the recommended way. You can either do it in the microwave, put this like steamer bag inside the microwave, or you can do it stovetop. Recommendation, that's what I did, the stovetop. You put a little butter in a skillet and you put them in there. You dump this whole bag in there and you put a lid on it for like 8 to 9 minutes. Stir them occasionally. That's how I did it, okay? So I wanted to try those and let you know if those are any good or not. And Dad, you got green beans in this little bowl right here. Well, not little bowl, but I try to cut them up a little bit because they're kind of longer. But we'll see. I'll have to help him probably. Yeah. And they're a little chewy, okay? And I had to tell Dad that because they're the restaurant style. You could cook them probably for a little bit longer, okay? But to be honest, I kind of like the chew of them, okay? So the ribs, guys, are fall off the bones, okay? I just you saw me poke my fork in there. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. How's it tasting so far, Dave? Okay. If you can't get them, then I'll just take them back. I felt bad about that. It's hard, you know, like when you go to feed somebody, it's hard to know, like, Are you forcing too much? Are you not doing enough? Are you... There's a whole... This is fall off the bone. You feel like there's enough sauce on your meat, Dad? Or should I put, like, get some of this and put some of that mustard sauce? Do you want a little more on top, maybe? The sauce?
You're more.
Okay. This is warmed up, so I'm just gonna kind of like just drizzle it, okay?
Yeah.
Give me a second, though. I'm gonna do one more little thing here because I couldn't get nothing in my spoon. There. Try that out. Here, give me two more seconds.
Okay.
Can I have this?
Let me get rid of it.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a little mix there. Okay. Guys, I like these green beans. I don't know how Dad's gonna like them because he likes his vegetables a little more cooked than I do. Okay. But I like them to have a little chew to them. Mushy vegetables aren't my thing. They're just not. Did you just see the bone come out here? These were Dad's bone. There's a little bit of sauce on our cookie sheet here. I just dipped in the sauce. What are you thinking so far?
And green beans are pretty good.
Do you like the green beans? They are a little chewy, right? You know, I like them that way. I don't know. Let me know, guys. Like when you have like fresh green beans or whatever, or any kind of green beans, let me know. Do you like them really, really soft? Or do you like them to have like a little chew to them? I don't want them raw, okay? I don't want them raw. But I do like to have that little bit of a chew to them. Okay, somebody mentioned to me, and for the life of me, I can't remember who mentioned it, but one of the Penny Pinchers crew mentioned to me about the Skittles water flavoring tubes that you put in water, right? I got the original box of them. I think it has strawberry, orange, maybe grape, and the other one is green apple. I chose the green apple to try today because this is the first time I've tried the Skittle ones. Because I don't think I've ever had a green apple flavored water, okay? And typically, I don't like green apple stuff, okay? But I've shocked myself recently. This actually tastes really good. It kind of reminds me of this Witch's Brew stuff I had from McAllister's Deli. I think it was like a lemonade green apple drink they had around Halloween time. That's what this is kind of giving me, so I kind of like it. Guys, let me know. Have you done ribs in a crock pot before? And if you have, let me know, like, you saw how I put them together, right? Let me know if you've done them in, you know, similar, or is there anything you would have added and stuff like that. Let me know all those things.
Give me some beans.
Okay, let's do a trade. Let me get this. Let me have your dirty. Can I have your dirty napkin?
Okay.
I'll give you a clean one. And I tried to cut these up, and it was really, I was fighting with the bowl and the knife and the green beans and. Had a little bit of the shakes because I've been waiting for the food, and Guys, I'm gonna say right now, I'm speaking for Dad and I, because I already know how Dad feels about it. The Bob Evans mashed potatoes at the grocery store. Me and Dad love them. Okay, you don't have to add any salt, any pepper. You don't have to add anything to them. Okay, they come in a tub. You pull back the plastic just a little bit, throw them in the microwave for like 4 minutes, 3-4 minutes, depending on how big of the tub ones you get. We got the family size one, but you just throw them in the microwave, warm them up. I know, guys. I know fresh is always better. Everybody always says that, right? But sometimes you have to cut corners when you got other things to do, okay? You have to cut corners. Just cooking isn't the only thing I got to do today, okay? So I know I got something to talk about too. Let me get a bite here. What I'm about to talk about is something we don't talk about a lot. A lot of our Penny Pinterest crew knows. But if you're new to the channel, I like to fill you in, okay? You want another bite of green beans?
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying one person said this, okay? You get comments, you know, we get a lot of great comments, and I love you all for that. Okay, so the Penny Pinterest crew, you all are great. You all have great comments and this and that. Every once in a while we get somebody new or somebody just wants to make a statement, you know. And what they said is kind of valid, okay? And I want to address it. Okay? And it's not like I'm bringing attention to it, but I want to address it so you all know, okay? When we started our YouTube channel and we decided we were going to do food reviews and such, and Dad wanted to join in, you know, because he likes to eat too, of course, and that was all great, right? And, you know, he goes to regular doctor's appointments, guys, okay? He's got a couple of yearly ones he goes to. He's got one 6 months. So he's got regular doctor's appointments. And I am his liaison. You know, I go with him. I talk to the doctors. I let them know what's going on. And I ask them questions, right? So when we decided to do the YouTube channel, there was a question. I had a question on whether this would be okay for Dad to do. All around. Okay? Like mentally, physically, you know, digestively. If it was good for him to do all around. He already ate all kinds of foods, so I knew that there wasn't any restriction on himself, his comfort level of like spiciness or non-spicy or, you know, or fried foods or anything like that. I knew that his digestion, he doesn't have heartburn. He doesn't, you know, he doesn't get any repercussions on certain foods. Neither one of us are, it's okay. I don't know if I have another one, but I guess we're going with this spoon. So I asked the doctor, and I told him what we were doing. I told him we're doing, let me help, Dave. Let me help. I got sidetracked. Let me help, baby. I'll help. I guess I won't. Okay, so let me try to pick this up. I asked the doctor, is there, you know, we're doing food reviews. We're going to try to put out a review a day. Some of it's going to be fast food. Some of it's going to be home cooked food. Some of it's going to be DoorDash food from different restaurants and such. Do you see a problem in that? And all of his doctors I have said to, they see no problem in it, guys. He's got great, his cholesterol is on par for his age, okay? He has no blood pressure problems. Neither do I. Neither one of us are diabetic. But they're like any other doctor. Just make sure you know, keep a balance of fruits and vegetables and such and that and this and grains and breads and stuff like that. And that's common sense, right? We do not eat fast food every day. Nor does fast food be our whole total consumption of food every day. I hope that makes sense. So if you see us eat fast food in the morning, in the evening we have soup or salad or something light. okay? So I do try to keep it balanced.
Yeah.
I try to keep, vegetables going. I try to keep, and guys, we're all human. We all got jobs to do. We all got things that are going on around us, appointments and, life happenings, weather, all those things. I think for the most part, all of us has had fast food from time to time, right? And most of us have had to buy processed stuff, like the pre-made mashed potatoes. We've had to make things like that because we don't have time to make other things. Okay, so somebody mentioned, your dad, you're feeding your dad all these fried foods every day, blah blah blah. You're worried about his health. I check. He just had blood work. They said everything's fine. So we're good. We're staying on a healthy balance. We're not having any digestive problems.
Right.
We're not having any heartburn problems. We're not having any of those things. Now, yes, we could be better. We could eat salad every day. But do all of you eat salad every day? Let me know. If you do, bravo. If you eat vegetables all day long, every meal, let me know, because I'm going to say bravo all day long, okay? Man, guys, I'm not mad. I just want you all to know that what you see in these 20 minutes on our videos isn't what we eat all day long, every day for next year.
No.
What you see us eat is one little meal, or a part of a meal, or an appetizer, and then the rest of the part of the day we have soup, or we have salad. Sometimes we're so full, we don't want anything else.
Popcorn.
Some popcorn or something, whatever. But I just want to make sure everybody knows that is what's going on here, okay? So everything is fine. Dad's blood work is fine. My blood work is fine. We're doing okay. We're not trying to do ourselves in. Okay? And we're not trying to tell anybody else how to live their life. We're not trying to do that. And I know our Penny Pinchers crew, we love you. We know you love us. Dad, you want another bite of green beans here? Are you full?
No, I'm not plenty of green beans.
Are you full?
Sugar, potatoes, and meat.
Okay. So guys, we love you. If you're new to the channel, I just want you to know that it is checked out. I have questioned the doctors. The doctors all give their stamp of approval. Actually, our doctors watch us. Okay? So, if they saw us doing something crazy or they don't think we should do it, I'm sure that they would tell us. Okay? So, I just want to put that out there so y'all know. Okay, guys, I'm going to shut up.
You shouldn't be.
Yeah, I've been eating. Dad, would you want me to make these Crockpot ribs again?
No, it was too extreme. I don't know how to say it.
You didn't like the taste of it?
I do like the taste of it. But every day, no.
No, I'm just saying. If we get a craving for ribs again, would you want me to make them?
Yes, yes.
Okay, that's what I was saying. Not every day. I couldn't eat ribs every day. Some people could, but I can't. Oh, you already have it. I didn't know if you had a napkin or not. But yeah, these ribs turned out really good, guys. They're really tender, fall off the bone. These green beans, I really like these green beans. Green Giant, restaurant style, garlic, Parmesan green beans. How do you feel about them, Dad? Can I add these in every once in a while to our dinners?
Every once in a while to them.
Okay, they're pretty good, guys. I might try making them in the microwave. You can put them in the microwave. An open bag.
I like green beans also.
Yeah, you can do an unopened bag, stand on a microwave safe plate, microwave 5 to 6 minutes until, fully warm. Let's stand for a minute and then eat them. Okay, I might try them in the microwave sometime. It might soften them up a little bit more, okay, for Dad. But I like to have that little, not raw, but I like to have
mashed
that
potatoes and meat
crunch.
is good.
Mm-hmm.
And the barbecued beef ribs.
Pork ribs, yeah.
are good.
How did you like that mustard barbecue sauce? That honey?
It's different.
Yeah, it is. I like it.
It's different.
I like it for something different. Dinosaur barbecue sauce, hot honey gold. Thank you again, Spaceman. It was really good. We still got another whole jar. I've almost finished one whole jar. Okay, so
It's doable for the meal we had.
yeah, I think
It's good. It's good.
I think it works really well with pork. Mustard, I feel like anything mustard based, that tanginess, I think goes really well with pork. And it being honey mustard, a little sweet with the pork, I think it's very good. I really like it. You know, I think it's a good combination. Now, I wouldn't use it all the time on all my ribs, but I like it as one of our
Standby.
standbys. You know what I mean? So
I'd like it as variety.
yeah.
I like it as a variety
Yeah,
taste.
me and dad like variety in our lives. As you can tell, we don't eat the same thing every day. I can't eat the same thing every day. Now, Dad can't. Dad, if you make him a big pot of bean soup and cornbread, he can eat it every day,
Every
3 times
day.
a day until it's gone. I cannot do that. I can't do it.
I can.
I can't. Even if it's something I super love, like these ribs, I'm enjoying this, right? I'm gonna put that other slab of ribs in the fridge tomorrow evening, probably, because tomorrow daytime we'll do a video for you guys. Tomorrow evening, sometime, I'm gonna get them out, warm them up. I don't know. We might make like rib sandwiches or something. I might shred it up and put it on some bread or something, and just do something like that. But when something's really good, I can maybe eat a meal or 2. Maybe 3, but I can't keep eating it and eating it and eating it back to back like Dad can. Okay, I gotta have stuff in between. I gotta change it up. So.
Anything with mustard taste is good to
Yeah,
me.
yeah. He likes anything mustard.
I like yellow mustard. I like it all.
Guys, if you do want to try to get this stuff, I think Spaceman's told me he ordered this from Walmart. I don't know if all Walmarts have it, but it's dinosaur barbecue sauce, hot honey gold. Okay, it's like a Carolina gold. It does have a little spice to it. When you start mixing it with things, it's mild. If you're just like tasting it on
I
its...
don't particularly like to mix this up because I don't season very good. But I taste it, and it tastes good.
Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, by itself, it's pretty warm. Okay, like if I took that spoon there and got some of that sauce on the thing, it's a pretty spicy sauce. But when you put it with stuff, when you're eating mashed potatoes, and you're eating the meat, and you're eating all, it's not as hot. It's pretty mild, but it does have some spice to it. So it is really good. We wanted to let you know. So, Dad, before you get a drink, I need to get your number really quick. What score would you give the?
Okay.
Okay.
What score would I give it? What?
What score out of 10 would you give this whole meal?
Oh, a 10.
How about you?
It's a whole meal. It's a variety. It's a good meal. It's a good meal.
It was a very good meal, guys. If you've never made Crockpot ribs, let me tell you. I was craving ribs, like I told you. I've only made ribs a few times in my life, and I tried the old slow cooking in the oven type thing. I've never tried on a grill because I'm not a grill master, okay? Every time I've ever made like the slow cooking ribs in the oven, they were edible, but I didn't enjoy them, right? They were either tough, they were dried out, or the combination of both, okay? They were never tender. In the crock pot, I think is the way to go. If you're unsure, you're not a smoker, you're not a grill master, I think the crock pot is the way to go. I really do. You saw that rack of ribs. Even if you're by yourself, you could cut it in half, freeze the other part, you know what I mean? And then cook just one. But I'm going to let you know, 6 hours on low is like the perfect amount of time Once you start seeing that meat come, like pull away from the bone, then you know it's pretty much done. And if you want to have that little bit of that glazed, you know, a little bubbly of your barbecue sauce, that's when I put on the I took the ribs out, put them on my cookie sheet. I put the sauce on, and then I threw them underneath the broiler in the oven for a couple minutes until they started to get that little bubbly brownish, and then I pulled them. Okay, guys, so that's how I cooked them. I would cook them again like that, and I recommend it if you're that person is like, oh, you know, I'm scared to cook ribs. Don't be scared. I think the crock pot is the way to go, okay? Or, excuse me. Or if you have like an Instapot. I don't have an Instapot, but it's a lot like a crock pot. I mean, I watched some videos. I'm sure that people have Instapots and could do ribs and stuff and do them great. But I don't have an Instapot, so I can't tell you any tricks and traits on that. But I'm definitely going to be making ribs in the crock pot again.
Okay.
Okay, because that's how good they turned out and how easy it was. You know, I seasoned them up this morning. I was half asleep. And I just threw them in the crock pot with some onions and a little bit of water to keep them moist. I threw extra seasonings on it because I felt like I needed to, and I'm glad I did. All those things. Heavily season them, guys, because the moisture kind of like take some of the seasoning away. So heavily season them. Don't be afraid to put some seasoning on them, because they are going to taste kind of plain if you don't get enough seasoning on them. Okay, so heavily season your
They are
ribs.
good. They are good. It's a good rib, and it's a good mashed potatoes. It's good green beans.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I dropped my green bean. Guys, that whole rack of ribs for us, I read it to you, it was like $11 and some change, I believe. A whole rack of ribs at any of our steakhouses around us is nothing. You can't get it for under $20. Now, I did see, I think Smoky Bones, somebody was running a deal like $14, $15 for, I'm not sure if it was a full rack or not, dinner. But we're going to get more than one dinner out of this. You know, me and Dad both got a dinner, and we're going to get another dinner.
Yeah.
So that'll be 4 meals out of one cost. Okay? So that's like a fourth of what you're going to be paying in the restaurant. So that's exciting too. So I'm glad I know how to make ribs in the crock pot now.
Yeah, I do too.
Because we get hungry for ribs every once in a while. Dad likes country ribs too. You like?
I like ribs anytime.
I'd like to do some country style ribs, guys, in the crock pot. So anyway, that's it. I'm done talking. I'm done jibber jabbering. I'm done getting things off my chest. Guys, I don't want you to think that I'm barking at the Penny Pinchers crew. You know I'm not barking at you guys. You know that. But new people come in and they don't see all our videos. They may only see our Arby's videos and our McDonald's videos, and they think, oh, these people are eating fast food every day. I understand that, and I know sometimes that's where the questions are coming from. Then other times I think people are just judgmental. Okay, people think that they got to be the food police.
Yeah.
Or they think they're a doctor, but they're not a doctor. You know, those kinds of things. There's always somebody that thinks that they know better for you than themselves. And my overall take on that is, worry about yourself. Worry about yourself. Are you eating your vegetables? Are you eating fried food every day? Are you eating fast food more than once a week? Think about yourself before you start jumping in somebody else's backyard, you know? I don't care if Harry down the street eats fried chicken livers every day. If that's what he wants to do, that's what he wants to do, right? I don't force Dad to eat this, right? I don't force you to eat this. I say, Dad, this is what I'm thinking about making. Does that sound good to you? Dad'll say yes or no. And if he says no, then
I like potatoes and meat.
anything potatoes and meat.
Anything potatoes and meat I can eat. And greens.
So
Beans, I enjoy it.
I find it quite comical when people make it sound like, I don't know. I find it quite comical that people make it sound like I'm picking out this menu only for Dad and Dad has no input. Dad has input. I say, Dad, I'm hungry for ribs. Are you hungry for ribs? He'll say yes or no. You know? Or I'll say, Dad, I'm trying something different. Do you want to try it with me? he'll say yes or no. You know, that's why sometimes I don't offer him food that's on my plate. Because I've already offered it to him and he's already said, no, I don't want that. I want to eat what I got, you know, because I don't want to mess up the taste of my fried chicken, you know, by tasting your stuff. You know what I mean? He's just that set in his ways, okay? Me, I'm like, okay, everybody around the table can have something different, right? I'm totally different. Somebody can have something different and then be like, you want a bite of my soup? I'll be like, yeah, I'll take a bite of your soup. Somebody over to the next thing, one of my friends would be like, you want a bite of my salad? I'll say, yeah, I'll take a bite. I am not afraid to mix and match. Now, Dad, once he has his mind set on whatever's in front of him, he doesn't want to eat something else. You know what I mean? Like, that's why...
The taste.
Yeah.
The taste.
It messes...
The messes the taste of.
Right. It's like when he... sweets. Yes. Dad likes sweets. He does. But he doesn't like sweets with his meal. And this is what he says. He loves sweets, but when he eats his meal, like what we ate here, he doesn't want to sit down right now and have a piece of chocolate cake. He'd gladly have a piece of chocolate cake 2 hours from now.
Yeah.
But right now, he wants to taste the barbecue sauce. He wants to taste the mashed potatoes. He wants to taste the green beans. He doesn't want to have sweets like take away that savory flavor that he was enjoying. And I totally understand that. I'm totally different. Everybody's different, right? So, anyway, I'm done. I'm off my high horse. I'm sorry, guys. I get that way sometimes.
She's again
Look,
quitting.
we got a hello from Luna. Luna, you're showing your worst side, girl. You got to get down, babe. You got to get down. Get down. Luna, come on. Come on, honey. Goodness gracious, guys. She's by herself now, and she's very all into everything. She jumped all the way up on my shoulder. That's that's kind of, she used to do that as a kid, and now she's kind of reverting back. Since she doesn't have Mika around, she's kind of reverting back. Okay, so we got to let people go. I know Dad's getting antsy. So, guys, we hope you all have a great lunch, a great dinner, or a great late night snack. But most of all, guys, we hope you have a great day.
A great day and a better tomorrow, and God bless you all.
Yes, guys. God bless. Come back tomorrow. See what we're eating. See what we're reviewing. See if we like it or not. Until tomorrow, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We might have fried chicken. Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows what George might
decide he wants. Okay? Okay, guys, we love you. Please come to our live this Sunday night. I keep forgetting January, February, April 6th, I believe it is.
Yeah.
This Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay? And ask us questions. If I don't touch on something, ask us some questions. We'll ask you some questions and we'll have a good time. We love you guys. See you tomorrow.